Hello everyone, Destiny Ed here. So today I'm going to walk you guys through the trades that I took for this week. So this is what I always do on Saturdays. Sometimes I do it on Sundays just to review my past trade, to see the mistakes that I made, and also to see the things that I did that played out very well. Then I'll know how to start the new week. So as you can see on my screen, I have a lot of pairs here. I have gold, GBPJPY, GBPUSD, Euro USD, and BTCUSD. Though my main pairs are gold and GBPJPY, I just traded these other ones for this week because I saw some perfect entries there. I know it's not really a good practice. It's good to have a specific pair that you focused on. So I'm going to review all the trades that I took. If you notice, I always drop them in my Telegram channel. So this was on October 30th. I dropped all the trades. This one was GBPJPY on October 27th. That was when I took the screenshot and when I took this trade. Then you can see the execution here. And also I took this one gold. I took this one on the 27th of October. You can see the sell that happened on gold. So I actually got this one. I also got a entry on that sell, and I can see how it was moving, and finally it played out to TP. I also caught another entry on it. Then you can see I caught a buy after gold tapped into the 4 hours, I think FVG, something like that. I'm going to review it so that you guys can see why I took this trade and all the breakdown. So from here I caught a small buy and also a sell here that just happened down to this section. You can see that just exactly as I predicted it. Then I also caught another trade on GBPUSD on the 15 minutes time frame. Initially I wanted to enter it from here, but I was waiting for a good confirmation, so I missed all this section. Then I just caught it here quickly, direct to TP. This was on the 30th of October. And you can see the entries and everything. And here I caught this one on October 2. This was GBPUSD 15 minutes time frame. Sorry, BTCUSD. You can see how it moved smoothly. You can see the execution as well. And this one was on gold. I was waiting for gold to come here and tap me in before moving up, but fortunately gold tapped from this zone and I missed it. Though later when I reviewed the whole trade, I would have taken my entry from here because this was a perfect entry. You can see engineer liquidity, break of structure and all that, but I missed it. So I'm going to review all the trades to you, and let's get started. So I'm going to start with gold. How the trade on gold. So whenever I want to analyze my trade, because this was where I started from, so before taking any trade, I always start from the 4 hours time frame. So from the 4 hour time frame, you can see clearly that gold has been rallying down. Initially it swept liquidity at this point, so the next target was this. I was waiting for it to come back to this FVG because you can see there's an inducement, and this SVG is something I know that's going to react price down to the upside, or possibly to this zone, or maybe giving us to this zone, or maybe giving us a new all-time high. So that's my expectation for gold for next week, but that's not what I'm going to talk about today. So I just want to review my past trade. So first I saw that gold was making down. It was just creating down. It was just coming down, creating this bearish candlestick. The pressure for bears was too much, so I caught this one initially, but you can see it did not get an entry. So that was when I know that the selling pressure was much. I need to switch my bias to sell. So I went down to 15 minutes time frame where I normally get my entry. So from the 15 minutes time frame, I saw this. Though I acted based on instincts, right? I acted based on instincts, I won't lie, because I didn't see any clear confirmation or my setup at this point. So I just entered the sell and put my entry at this point. Okay, and you can see Asian section was unable to break this high here. So when I entered it, I can see that price was still going down. Then I saw another confirmation. It broke structure, and you can see there was an FVG here. So when I saw this FVG, I confirmed it from the 30 minutes time frame, and it was also showing a clear FVG, and you can see that liquidity zone, all these places. So I took another sell from that zone, targeting this side, this low, just very close to the FVG that I was talking about in the 4-hour time frame. So when I got that, I also saw another entry after price broke this structure to the downside. I think I got my entry from 15 minutes. After price broke structure to the downside, I saw this FVG. So then I took my entry from here and I went to bed. So during action section, you can see price later came up, created an engineered liquidity around here, and then started selling again to the downside. So when I woke up, I saw that all my trades have hit TP already. It was a good one, sleeping and making money. Yeah. So you can see when price got to this FVG on the 4-hour time frame, you can see the reaction. Though I rushed to take another sell at this point. I think I got this one from 15 minutes. My mistake though. It was my mistake clearly, because price was already reacting from a 4-hour FVG. So I went to take a sell expecting price to come down. But yeah, I took a loss on that trade. That was on the 25th of October, Tuesday morning. Yeah, so I took that trade and I lost that one. So later on, I saw this entry here on 50 minutes, but I was not really sure, so I did not take this trade here. So you can see how price reacted and moved up. So then later on, I saw still later when New York opened, I saw this entry here after price have reacted to this order block that I missed. You can see the order block has swept liquidity here, it has swept liquidity here, and a valid setup for price to go up. So when I saw this, I took my entry from this FVG here that broke structure to the upside. So let me zoom out so you can see. So I took my entry from this FVG here and my low below the order block body, and you can see how price reacted initially and moved up, because I have told myself that whenever I'm in a trade, I will not exit the trade until it hits SL or hit TP, or maybe if it's something that I don't want to hold overnight or throughout the weekend, I can just close out the trade. So but this one, you can see how price rallied up and price came down to my entry again. So imagine if I had set break even, it would have taken me out, but I did not do that. I allowed price played out, and price came down and went up again. That led to my TP. You can see that I took that trade on gold. You can see the setup here. I think I dropped the before and after. Like I did not drop the after on this trade, but I actually had the before. This is the after actually. So I missed I did not drop the other one. So then again, I saw another setup here on gold. After hitting my TP on this zone, I saw another setup here. I think I got this entry from 30 minutes. Yeah, I got this entry from 30 minutes. So when I saw there was an FVG here. You can see the FVG very clear from New York of the previous day. I put my SL at the invalidated zone, like just above the FVG. And then you can see how price played out. It has this break of structure to the downside. You can see this inducement here, and you can see how price just tapped on it. I targeted this one because I think the reason why I target this zone is because I saw something around, yeah, I saw this order block. It was actually unmitigated. It was not mitigated on the 15 minutes time frame. So yeah, I was expecting price to use this as an inducement before going up, so I did not enter it immediately. I was waiting for a confirmation, but then that's why I set my TP here. So it's better to hit TP with a small amount than to allow your trade go back to SL. So I just targeted this one, and you can see how nicely it played. You can see the order block did not even hold. Price just reacted a little, and boom, this is more like a V1's profit, and price just moved down again. So this is pretty much it, and I did not catch all these buys that happened here. I did not catch them. Also, this one that I showed you initially, I saw this setup here. I was expecting, I saw this order block when it broke structure and price was coming down, and then price created engineered liquidity. But I don't know if I acted based on fear, yeah, or based on my plan. So I saw this order block, I saw this break of structure, I saw this engineered liquidity. Perfect entry for me to have entered and secured this one. But what happened? I caught another thing again. My eye now moved down to this FVG. I saw this inducement. I saw this break of structure. So I was expecting price to come down to this zone and then I can buy, right? So that was what I was expecting. But unfortunately, you can see price has its own mind. It just played out from this valid zone here and then moved up. So I missed this entry on gold. Then I saw this. When I missed that one, I saw this other trade again, this order block here with an inducement. To me, it looked valid, but after the trade played out, that was when I realized my mistake. Because if you go to the 30 minutes order and 30 minutes time frame, you will notice that this order block has already been mitigated. So my plan is, my trading strategy is, when 15 minutes order block has been mitigated in a higher time frame, I don't take it. I see it as a trade that will likely go to my SL. But I did not look at that, right? I did not, most times we tend to trade against our rules and all that. So I did not see that. And you can see how price just came, gave me a view once profit, and boom, it took me out. So that was not a good one. And later on, I saw this setup as well. But because I was scared of buying, I think I'll use that word, scared of buying, selling gold at this point. So you can see here it broke structure. You can see this engineered liquidity, and price reacted. And no, it reacted here for a very long time yesterday. If you were on gold, you would have noticed this reaction. There was a lot of rejection and all that, and before price now sold to this order block here. Though I did not catch this one, so I just let everything run. I did not trade gold yesterday, but I traded other pairs. So this was my trade breakdown on gold. So if you like it, make sure you subscribe, follow, and like. Also share this video to anyone that might find it interesting. So the next one is GBPJPY. I think I took just GBPJPY. I took only one trade. This trade actually, I don't think did I enter this trade? Let me see. Okay. This one was, I think this was not last week. Yeah, this was not last week. This was a trade I took on 15 minutes time frame. Yeah, this was a trade. This was not last week. This was on the 27th of October. Okay, yeah, it was last week. 7th of October, I saw this order block. This order block here, you can see this liquidity, and price just gave me a sniper entry and moved directly to my TP. It gave me 3.5 RR. So I also took other losses. I took some losses. You can see I took losses. I took another loss here because I was waiting to buy, just expecting to buy GBPJPY, and I took a lot of losses. And finally I caught a sell here, but it did not hit TP. Though this one I closed everything around this zone because I didn't want to hold throughout the weekend. I didn't want to hold it, so I closed the trades here. You can see I caught another entry here, perfect one, break of structure. You can see this liquidity, price tapped and moved down. Okay, so by next week I'm going to reanalyze and see what the market is going to. So for now I don't know what the market is going to do until market opens next week, then I can reanalyze. Then I have this trade on GBPJPY, GBPUSD. I caught this buy. Okay, initially I saw this order block. I wanted to take it from here, but I did not. So you can see how price was just reacting, and then when it got here I just took a sell immediately, and price dished 2.2 RR for me. So I know this one is not really a clear setup, so there's nothing to analyze here. Just acting out of instinct. Price is going down for this zone, so I just entered the sell, targeted, and put my SL above this zone, right? I believe it's something every other newbies and other traders to do. So that is it. I also saw this sell on gold, sell on GU, but I did not take it. Okay, you can see it gave me, based on my strategy, there's a break here, there's a liquidity here, but I did not take this trade. So it was in the night, so I was sleeping at that time, so I did not take it. Then this other one again happened yesterday before market closed. I saw this liquidity, this break of structure. I was expecting price to sell down to the downside, but I think it was actually my mistake, because looking at this, you can see that the 4-hour candlestick is very, very bullish, and it's very dangerous to take a sell, like to counter trade that setup. So it was very bullish, so I went ahead and took that sell, though I reached a little amount on it because it was end of day already, like end of week. But you can see it tapped, gave me a V1's profit, and boom, took me out. So that was it. I lost that trade and I abandoned that this pair for yesterday. Then another one on GBP Euro USD. I think I took this. Did I take any? I don't know. I did not trade Euro USD last week. Yeah, I did not. This week, sorry, I did not. So yeah, we are going to skip that one. Though I took one here. I took a sell here before that massive dump. I think this was FOMC news, this massive dump. And yeah, I also analyzed this one as well, but I did not take it. Similar with what we have on GU, the zone. Okay, then the last trade I took was this one on this trade on BTCUSD. So as you can see here on BTCUSD, I saw an order block on 30 minutes. Yeah, an FVG on 30 minutes actually. So how I analyzed this was I started from 15 minutes, 4 hour actually. So I was expecting price to come down to this zone because it has break structure and price fade to take out this high. And it came down, broke structure, tapped from this FVG and was coming down. So I was expecting price to come to this other block, react from this other block before going up. So when I saw that price has reacted from here and this one failed, I was expecting a sell to this zone. So what I did was to go to my 30, I went to 15 minutes initially and I couldn't see any valid POI, but I was seeing a clear structure break, and I also saw inducement here, but I did not see any valid POI. So what I did was to go to the 30 minutes time frame, and that was where I saw it clearly. I saw the 15 minutes, the 30 minutes FVG. So when I saw this, I did not even think twice. I just set my pending limit and set my SL at the invalidated zone just above here, and you can see how price just tapped on it and just moved down swiftly to this zone. And I actually took that trade. You can see the trade here. I took it, and you can see the execution just sweet right down to TP directly. So this the trade that I took for last week. I also took this one. I think this was from 15 minutes when I saw this 15 minutes order block, because after price broke this structure, I thought it was not going to hold. I saw a break of structure, I saw an inducement. I know everybody will be trapped with, a lot of persons will be trapped with this, this setup. You can see the order block, there's an inducement, expecting price to tap. When it tapped initially, came down, and I entered. I think I entered that from 5 minutes, I guess. Yeah, I entered it from 5 minutes, this order block. I thought it was going to hold here. You can see what market did. Market went directly to my SA. Yeah, so that was a 1 hour trade. But later on, when I looked at 4 hours, I realized my mistake. I wouldn't have taken that trade, because clearly you can see this rejection from 4 hours, and it did not close with the body here. You can see this massive rejection, and I went and took the buy. The similar mistake that I did on, I think GU, was it GU? Gold. I think I did that same mistake on gold, but I've learned now. I'm going to correct that in my next trades. Yeah, I took the same mistake on GU when I took this sell. You can see the massive bullish momentum. but I still went ahead and take the this one. So on BTCUSD, you can see the massive rejection and the bullish momentum. So yeah, so far I'm just expecting to see what price is going to do at this zone, and if I see a confirmation, I'll continue the sell on BTC. But if I don't, I'll still look for buys to the upside. But for now, I'll just wait till next week, because I know Saturdays and Sundays market don't really move that well on BTC. So yeah, so this is everything, guys. I hope you learned one or two from this. And if you also want to be part of my community, there is the link here. You can just search Trade with Destiny, okay? So, or you can scan this QR code right now to join the Telegram community. So for now, we just have two subscribers. So if I have multiple subscribers, I'll be dropping live signals for you guys, and so you guys will take my trade with me. And so, all right, so this week basically ended up like it ended in profit, and this month too ended in profit. I know we took losses, but our win surpassed our losses. So guys, make sure you join the community, and I will see you all in the next video.